they got. Like, that's it. That's all you, like, you can't give examples of how I'm crazy. That's all you got is you're crazy. Like, and when you live in places where like the majority of the population does the same stuff, and it doesn't promote intellectual stimulated thinking. So they're like parrots. People are mostly just parrots. They're like featherless birds that just regurgitate words. That's what people are. But squawk! Polly want a cracker? Polly is a cracker. I just like talking shit. I had a pretty okay day. I have no desire to be a part of planet Earth, though. I tell you that right here, right now.
Well, that's a nice
I go get water this morning. It's like 10 minutes one way, 10 minutes back. I don't want to go walk around. I don't want to be with around people because they're fucking crazy. And where I live in Taos, like, these people of all ages are not taught to control their emotions. What they're taught to do is just go around, do whatever they feel like doing. And so, like, I go get water today, right? And I wake up to the bullshit of, you know, the brotherhood of butt stuff, dropping bombs, because, you know, I guess it's more effective than their erectile dysfunction pills. So they go drop bombs, and men that are conflicted with themselves, that mom didn't like them when they were young men, and they said, "Don't act like that, you're a pervert, boy." And then they grow up to be president, and they go bomb Iran. See, I was in 03. I was on Crete when we bombed Iraq, and I probably wouldn't believe that we actually even bombed Iraq had they not had the Marines that went in to do the raping and the pillaging go into Baghdad and all that shit, do everything they did, and then they brought them back to the hangar at Suda Bay at Crete where I was working. And then these men, 550 Marines. Every time people talk to me about the big bad Marines, I'm like, you didn't see what I see. You didn't see what I saw. You didn't see these Marines fucking they lost their minds. 500 dudes going crazy because of what they just did on Iraq back in 03. And now they're doing the same stuff, maybe? I don't know. I don't believe anything the United States government says. They're a bunch of fucking liars. Poli-sci is acting class. My brother's one of them. They hide behind big, heavy doors and create harm to others and then celebrate themselves for that. And it's fucking disgusting. And all I can do is write stuff on my windows because that's all I have left. And I live in Taos. Look at this shit stain. Look at this little Hito. I got a video of him getting a ticket today because he was driving like an asshole. Because you got these men that can't control their emotions. They just can't help themselves. They got to put that foot down and go zooming off. And this little asshole got a ticket today. And I got to record it. And I got to drive by and say, yeah, ha ha, loser. Because you drive like an asshole. You put people's life at harm, you get what you get. And if your mom and dad didn't raise you like that, like how many parents in Taos teach their kids, don't drive like an asshole? This is a $90,000, what was he driving? A Ram 3500. Wow. I don't know what year, because new stuff is trash. New stuff is just what ego people wear. Look at me and how much money I waste on stupid bullshit. Right? So I put that video on TikTok. Because it just cracks me up. They just don't have any reverence for life. They kill people, and then their mommy and daddy get them out of trouble because, don't you know who we are? Yeah, you're the asshole that kills people because you don't have no emotional control, just like the president. Just like Biff, good old Biff, dropping bombs. Wake up to Biff dropping bombs. You know why they drop bombs? Because they're bad because last year they spent $4 billion on male enhancement drugs, and the boner pills ain't popping no more. And the women don't want their ucky freaking McDonald's saturated fat wieners. And they all hang out with Epstein. They're all his friend, and then they all get off because they're all buddies. And then innocent people have to live in America and go, God damn, this country's fucking gross, man. So when I went out this morning, I got my marker out. Sometimes I get my markers out and I write shit on the window because it's all I can do. I can't go get a gun and go out and start shooting people because I'm so mad about what America's doing again. Because America's full of frat boys, gay boy frat boys. Your dad's gay. So this is what I wrote on my window today. It says, this country is owned by men that rape kids. They bombed Iran today. It's true. Men that like to do weird stuff with tiny people, they're the ones that go, we gotta go over there and kill them. Like this, I can't even listen to like that stupid man, Orange Man's mouth say words like, we have to kill them for our own good. People are gonna die, but we gotta do it so I can play golf wherever I want. America has gotta be the dumbest people in the world. They have to be, because they spend more effort going to Sedona and listen to astrologers. And they just don't want to say anything to rock the boat. Nobody wants to rock the boat. I like to rock the boat. On the back of my car today, I said, I'm sorry for my service. America's run on butt stuff. Have a stupid parade for that. That's why that dumb kid got a ticket, because he was so mad about my freedom of speech. He had to go racing off around me, and the dumbass got a ticket. Taos PD, this one's for you. Good job. Kid's balls haven't even dropped yet. He's driving around a freaking 2-ton torpedo, because, you know, he's off making Taos a better place. Don't matter if I live in Taos. Don't matter if I live in Salem. Don't matter if I live in Omaha. Don't matter if I live in Redding, California. There's always groups of jerks that just have to make a place shitty. And then I post a video on this dumbass. Like, I was so excited that he got a ticket. Like, how often do you get to see the jerk face get the ticket? That happened to me today. It was totally cool. I had to come home and celebrate by making caramel. It's like, man, maybe the world is different. Go Team Taos PD. It was a guy in it was not a police car that I've seen before, a Taos PD. But I don't like to go out on the weekends because that's when all the little hitos and hitas with the zoomies are racing around. Because people can't control their... Like, the speed limit's 30 miles an hour and people just got to go 55. I'm like, oh my God, what are they running off to do? Are they off to play video games? Are they off to drink beer? Are they off to... What are they off to do? Pick up garbage someplace? Maybe go plunge a toilet? What are they off to do? World's full of just unuseful idiots, man. I'm using all my energy up on people that freaking, like, you know, they can't help themselves. You know, there's a lot of slow people. I was one of those slow people. I was slow to figure out that people were making fun of me. Right? I always thought people were being nice. Mom had to teach me, Marge, these people are not your friends. That's not how friendly people treat you. I said, but Mom, there's a smile on their face and they act like they're nice and stuff. And she just let me know from a real young age that there's people that'll lie to you to your face just to get advantage, just because they want to get one over on you, just because they can. They'll lie to your face. I dated girls that would just adamantly lie. They would go down with the ship. They would just repeat the same words over and over until the lie became their reality. That's lame. I heard that dude is like a deadbeat dad. My heart's a little soft for him, actually, because he kind of reminds me. of deadbeat dads. I've had a deadbeat dad my whole life, and he said he don't think he got a problem with alcohol. See, because when people do alcohol, people that consume alcohol, I used to consume alcohol a lot. I was a drunk for 13 years. 13 years I drank like I could do whatever I want because I'm a grown adult, and that's what grown adults do. They get wasted and fall on their face and do stupid stuff. And so I came to my senses after 13 years, and that dude had like sobriety, and then he went out and started drinking again recent. And I heard a video today. He said, "I have short." This is gonna be verbatim, but he's got Napoleon complex. He don't got a problem with alcohol. Well, he has a problem because once he starts drinking alcohol, he can't drink any designated amount and then set it down and be done, because he has the obsession of craving. That once you start, your ego is allowed to throw God, which to me is good orderly direction, out of the driver's seat of the soul. You know, everybody's talking about like the movie Fallen in real life now. That movie came out so long. I hated that movie. I hang out with people that watch that movie, and I didn't like that because it's real life. So why do you gotta watch a movie about how, because there's demonic possessions every day. Every time I decide to let evil or ego easing God out, because I talk trash, but I don't go around and shoot people and stuff like that. There's a lot of people in America that do that. Like, hell, 800,000 people go missing every year in the United States, unaccounted for. Emily Pike, how come nobody talks about her? Everybody's sad about that sheriff down in wherever got hit by a whatever and died. And, like, Emily Pike's been gone a year. That girl got hucked up in pieces and thrown away like trash. Like, they don't care who did that. They don't care. Because they don't look for them. And people that are like, this is in New Mexico, that happened in Arizona. Any fool that recognizes an imaginary line as a border, you're part of the problem. How's that? People that are proud about a town, that town gonna save your life? You're so dumb, the shit that people are proud of, man. Because people are prideful, we have regular everyday Joe people are going to die. So what they don't know about energy is whatever lives they take, whatever damage, that comes back to the people that do the damage. Like, you can't just like, oh, that bitch, I hate her. She annoys me because her face is stupid. I'm going to go over there and hit her in her face because she annoys me because her face is stupid. Like, you can't do that. You can't act like that. You can't hit people because they annoy you. You can't. I learned my lessons my whole life. Like, Marge, you can't. Even if they do it to you, you can't do it to them. And people are getting so violent because they don't know what it's like to hit somebody in the face, and everybody has all this rage. So they're going out there and they're hitting people in the face, and they're like hurting people, and they're like, oh shit, I'm going to jail now because I saw it on TV and wanted to see what it was like. What kind of stupid cousin shit is that? So all I could do is write on my windows and talk about how America's built on butt stuff and how people celebrate it. Like, no, they don't care. Like, we brought shit into other people's house. And we did it again, and we've always done it. We did it in Iraq. We did it in Vietnam. We did it here. We did it there. We did it everywhere. America's the asshole. America's the asshole. America's the asshole. And people keep building it up like it's a great place, and they keep trying to candy coat turds. And for all the fucking soldiers that are like, yeah, kick ass America, like, dude, you're gonna be next year we're gonna read about how this year they spent $5 billion on boner pills because go stupid shit. Make your wiener not work. When people perpetuate stupid 3D bullshit, then it's too late. Your body's already broke. It happens to all of you. never needed a pill to perform as my gender. Never. I'm a woman. I was born a female as by one of those weird inverts that got hijacked. I was just a kid. I didn't ask for it to happen. It wasn't my decision that I was going to be a weird science project. I just try to do the best I can with what I have. And I'm a female with a lot of, you think Shia LaBeouf is stupid. Like, try having a machismo in a female body. Try that. Try being the female energy with more testosterone than men that I'm in proximity with at any given time. I just talk about how the world's a big fat liar and, like stuff that happened to me in my life. And a lot of people have become unscathed. They got out of life, dude. There's so many people like, man, you never had nothing bad happen? Do you know anybody that anything bad happened? I mean, from the time I was 2 years old in Morro Bay, I remember the little girl who lived with her grandpa. That everybody knew her grandpa was touching her and stuff. He was a pervert. I was 2 years old. I'd be like, ew, you're yucky. And you just stay away from the guy. And the girl was so shut down. And so I know what shut down looks like. And I know what it means. When people just get up. From years of just seeing people get hit by cars. Like, people I know, their aunts get run. Like, terrible things happen to so many people. Yet there's this little pocket of the world that bad things don't happen. They don't think bad things. You think, what's the worst thing you think, that Biff, the president, ever happened to him? You think he paid somebody else to throw his wife down the stairs so he could bury her in the golf course so he don't got to pay taxes. Because that's why there's not new graveyards, because people in their family and then bury them on the yard and then in the yard, and then you don't got to pay taxes on the yard, on the house. You don't got to pay because they're all loopholes. They're butthole loopholes. America's built on butthole loopholes. I mean, I've always been the prude. People want me to go along with their Pornhub and their OnlyFans and their weird this and their weird that. And people get mad at me. Dudes have been mad at me because I go to bars and they get mad at me because I wouldn't go home with their wives. What is that? That's disgusting. Yuck. Yuck! All these people just sliming each other. Human beings are gross. That happened in Salem, Oregon. I've been proposition. Like, dude, I ain't a fucking hole. I ain't a whore. I ain't a slut. I ain't a trash bag. Dude, I've been celibate freaking 10 years. I ain't been on a date. Dude, I don't date where I live. There's all potentially my cousin. Blech. Like, people care too much about. The only time I think in my mind people should be having sex is like to have kids. That's it. But everything is run on butt stuff in America. Like, there's another movie with Elvis Presley that came out. Oh, it's another grown man that dated a 14-year-old girl. That's not anything I want to pay homage to. My dad used to look like that guy. My dad used to look like Elvis Presley. And he's a hoebag. He talk about how he cheats on his wives. And, like, Mom wouldn't have food to eat. I wouldn't have baby formula. But he'd just be, living the life of luxury. Like, it's been, man, my dad's one of them boomers. And those boomers are ruining America now. Because they just never had to do no work, and they never had to do nothing hard, and all the stupid shit they ever did they got in trouble for, they never got in trouble for it because Mommy and Daddy always knew a judge and always knew a lawyer and got them out of it. And it's like that in Atascadero, it's like that in Taos, it's like that. Like, there's no culpability. Like, how many dumb cousins have caused harm to people, and should be in jail because they keep making the same mistakes over and over and over. You can't fix stupid. And as soon as they get, I mean, it's just like you can tell when people want to get their lives together, and you can tell when people just want to get the heat off. And if other people can't tell, then you don't know the game good enough. There's too many people that have done terrible things just because they wanted to have a good time and they never got in trouble. How come ain't nobody ever talked about John Travolta's airplane? That guy's had his own airplane forever. And then his son died, and then his wife died, and then it's weird to see him with his daughter in bed, in a king-size bed, and then the new son. So it's like he replaced his old family with his daughter as his wife. He's a weirdo too, and dude, there's too many false idols for profit. Like all the movie stars, I can't watch TV anymore. I can't. There's like 2 shows that Mom likes to watch. Mom likes to watch shows. And it's even silly stuff. It's like Castle. Is this the Freemason episode? Oh, this is the episode with the Freemasons. You know, it's like that episode of the Rockford Files. They're always talking about the Freemasons on the Rockford Files. They've been programming how things are from Hollywood back then, because Washington, D.C. and Hollywood, they both exist to get people that live in the United States of America to think that their shit don't stink. And boy, do Americans have crappy bowel movements because their colons are garbage because they eat trash. Like, how many... Your heart is this big and your stomach is this big. Your stomach is 2 of your fist. That's how big your stomach is. If you put 2 of your fists, that's how big. Mom's is even smaller because she had a bunch of surgeries. But we try to keep it food in it, right? Like snack and light stuff. She can't do things that are too heavy. We just ate a banana because they cut out her intestines. Like, they did all kinds of weird stuff to her. So we got to be extra particular about proteins and things like that. Keeping sugars low. Because you have to take care of your body if you're going to have any kind of viable life. There's too many people out there that pickle. You ever heard of that turn of phrase that once a cucumber becomes a pickle, you can't ever be a cucumber again? That there's people, they out there drinking so much that they ain't never going to be right in their head. That's what's happened to all these famous people. Anytime, like, they talk about dementia and stuff like that. Hey, what's up? It's wet brain. It's alcohol. They partied and they fucked around too much when they were young and were the big bad machismo, and it rotted their brains. So now they're drooling and pissing on themselves because they didn't take care of themselves. And I want more people to take care of themselves. It makes me happy that these younger... I don't go by generations. I think going by generations is dumb. Because there's so many young people that are coming to this planet that have old souls. So you can't call them that generation of their peers that they're born with, because their spirit has traveled with people that are older. So that's not fair to do. I was always an old soul. Creepy men would say that to me. You're an old soul. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. All the times from the time I was a little girl that I had to see I was an unsuspected little girl that had to see nasty men pull themselves out of their pants because it's creepy. And now look at America, Stanley. Look at this country. It's built on butt stuff, and I can't get mad about it. Just let them be, Marge. Just let them be. Just let them be boys, because that's what boys do. They shit in diapers and wipe it on walls, and then they laugh and giggle, and mommy goes, "Oh, you're so cute. You both have the golden penis." by the square foot for every man that was told by his weirdo mom that he was the bestest, most specialist boy in all the world. You think America would be how it is if those things were true? No. People have kids to be their best friend, and then they don't know astrology, so the start they don't like the kids that they have, or the kids don't like them, and then they're always at odds. And they do it to themselves, Stanley. They do it to themselves. I don't make people do this stuff. They just do it all on their own. I don't make people speed off and, drive like crazy. I used to drive real fast. I used to have the zoomies in me, Ma. And you know what happened? My country gave to me. They put me in the truck when I was in age on flight line support. And I could only drive 10, 15 miles an hour. Everywhere I went. 8 hours a day. So that slowed down my inner clock. So I don't get to zoom around. So it taught me emotional control, how to control. Because, you be getting yelled at, go here, go there. And that's when you learn that everybody else's emergency, there is not my emergency. Their emergency, their precedence is not my precedence. The military is a goofy place. It's a bunch of paid actors, and then every time I hear it, I whenever they do the stuff like they did this morning, the song in my ear is this, Ma. I wonder if I'm gonna get a. Here we go. This is 2006. America's at it again. Yep, that's America. America's the Muppet Show. It's time to. I fucking think it's the funniest thing in the world. Because this is how I've always seen it, Ma. I've always seen how America is like this production. It's like this character that the media dresses up. And all these people that go to parades, they're slapping a candy-coated, smacking the candy coat on the turd. Like it's all these. America's the land of the horrible deplorables. That's what America is. Like I have to be careful about how I travel because emasculated males own the earth. It's true. It cracks me up. Like people get so angry because of words you say that they want to take their hurt or anger at you and cause you physical pain. And I'm just like, I don't even know what that is. That's like crazy, sick, twisted shit to me. That don't make no sense. Have a caramel and chill out. I made caramels today. I made caramels today. I was going through listening to these old songs that I didn't like when I was younger, and then I read the titles, and why are so many men into babies and like all of that stuff? It's so bizarre. What has been promoted? What has been allowed? What America evolved into? And now it's going to get so much worse for America. It is because, It's karma. Whatever energy we put out, we get back. And it don't even matter. I mean, yeah, it sucks the collateral damage of the people that die, but they are literally like scorching the earth. The reason why we go into wars is because the Zionists want to build hotels and golf courses in different parts of the country and make their own canals. And it's just all secret club stuff. It's all a privilege and elitism, and we're going to do what we want. We don't care what the rest of the world does, because you guys can't stop us, because you're not going to stop us, because every time we pull this shit out of our hat, you never stop us, so we just know that we can do more and more and more. And what could you do? Wish bad things to happen to them? Is that how we're going to fight wars? Just wish, God, please help the disingenuous murderers and pillagers and rapers to stop causing harm to the good people of the earth. And then they're going to change their heart? That's what's going to happen, huh? Yeah. Yep. So they keep promoting the false idols for profits. And then now, like all the story, now, dude, all we are is encompass energy. And you know how you can tell the people that have extra entities in them? They're here, they're there, they go everywhere, and they do nothing but do what they want to do. They're constantly chasing sensations. That's a demonic entity thing. Yeah. I'm just going to race over here. I used to have my demons. I used to have entities attached to me. I get them every time I get wasted. And I got wasted all the time. So you never know what you're getting when you're pouring that soul-sucking liquor down through your ticker. Like, they have witches that do incantations over barrels of booze just so people drink that booze and people's hearts break. They do things and cause accidents and people are so sad. But there's never any, but if you have enough money, how much money do people need where they don't get in trouble at all? Like, what's the threshold? Like that McMahon guy? I haven't watched WrestleMania since the first one in the 80s. And there's this whole world that grew off like toe fungus. And look at that guy. That guy is like, oozes machismo. That guy is so gross, and he's totally pickled. He's totally pickled. He's never going to be a cucumber again. Because he's just lived a life of doing whatever he wants. And every single man and woman I ever knew in my life, they acted like that, they always get to a place where they're humbled. I was an old lady when I was a little girl. I was more like an old man when I was a little girl. It's more like that. I just learned how to do the best with what I got, and I don't have a police record, so anybody out there that says, you're crazy, there is no account of me and insanity. Mom had me tested. I am not crazy. I'm just a very psychic, and I'm very intuitive, and I'm an asshole magnet. And I see them in the wild, and they like the attention, so I just give them the attention that they like. That's all. People like so much attention that I give them attention, then they get, oh wait, we don't want that kind of attention. I tried to listen to the Leo Cup today. And then he says things like, Aleister Crowley. I'm like, oh, so you're a fan of that guy. Okay, that's weird. That you have a following and you follow a man that does weird, evil shit. Okay. And he tells stories about how, I think I got 15, 20 minutes in, and I'm like, I can't listen to people dote over this weird shit, because he hung out with the old Chinese dude at the movie store that let him go back and watch the 18 and older. And I'm like, so you're an underage kid that was getting groomed by a man, and you didn't even recognize that as what the reality of what was happening to you. You know, I didn't when I was a little kid. I don't want to go see pervy creep. I never wanted to see naked stuff. I never had to go far though, because my dad would watch movies like The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas and stuff like that, where there's like basically softcore porn right there. But they always knew I'd fall asleep before that, like especially the songs where they'd sing. Paint your any movie where they sing, oh, she'll be out soon. It doesn't matter what the content of the movie is. What has been allowed to progressively transpire in this nation is abysmal. It's freaking gross, man. It's really not okay. I'm going to keep saying Emily Pike, Emily Pike, Emily Pike, Emily Pike, Emily Pike. How come there's never any arrests on that? That girl she asked for help to agencies 3 times, and the whole fucking state of Arizona said, you don't fucking matter to us. We just collect a paycheck, and we suck. That's Arizona. I don't think much of Arizona. It's where my sister died in Phoenix. It's just a bunch of self-will run riot. Just more people in a different shaped state where people can't control themselves, and then innocent people die. Because it wasn't just my sister that died that day. It was the dude that was riding the motorcycle, that was driving the motorcycle. He lost his life and left his freaking wife with kids. You know, like now, like it's just people just go around do whatever they want. They just leave garbage. They just leave wreckage. And the rest of us decent people that don't do that, what do we get? Well, you get to stay out of jail. Well, it's not real safe outside in America anymore, so maybe jail is a safer option. So, because police don't, you know why? I think they need to open up all the records. All police records need to be like a library. And us regular people that like take care of our moms and stuff like that, that are smart, we can just go in and access these records, and we will find out. And we could just, you know, because in the judicial system, nothing is going to happen, but it's okay to publicly shame people. That's okay. It's okay to let people know what they did. I even encourage people to put me on blast out in the world. Catch me acting like a fool and put me on blast. Because that helps me stay accountable. Because I don't want to see myself on the internet being like stupid like so many other people all over the internet. I don't want to be like them. So I don't put myself in places where people gather to do unuseful things. And I went by the park today and I saw they're putting their tents up. They're getting ready for their bullshit, their tourism, they're like the barn dance and their poser little. It's just, Taos wants so bad to be a real town. The whole world does, though. It's not just Taos. It's Flagstaff, Sedona. They just want to just be the best little part of the world. You can't be in any kind of need in those places because there aren't any agencies that exist that'll help you. But I was in Flagstaff. I was almost homeless with Mom back in 2020. Housing insecurity is a very, very real thing. And those Airbnbers and those short-term rental people, like, you're all the reason. You're all the reason why. People have a hard time finding a place to live. And there's so many shitty landlords. Denise Blanco, I hope she's resting peacefully. Melinda Gonzalez, that woman, she ain't never going to rest peacefully because she sucks. Because, they were absent in their kids' lives because they were out doing drugs, being a hoe bag and stuff when their kids needed you. And then your kids grow up and resent you because you weren't there, and then they act out, and then we get the land of the stupid cousin. Where they just threaten and they just want to make people feel bad. They just do. They just let their own kids make garbage and messes and then can't tolerate the outside world. You made your kids. Like, every person that makes a kid, I don't care if that kid's 80 years old. If it's a shit person, you made shit. You should always have to clean up after your kid. Should always be. I don't have kids. I don't want kids. I don't want a kid to get a freaking thinking, play video games, even though I say, hey, go outside and play. But I want to play video games. Well, I can't make you do things because you're an autonomous being. So, I encourage you to be in nature and come out with me and walk around and get your heart to pump, because your heart's a pump and your heart pumps your blood through your body, and that keeps the plaque out of your veins and your arteries by keeping your heart. And people just sit in a chair all the time and then their heart don't beat. It just, maybe. And then when something happens and your heart goes to beat, then people like blow gaskets and stuff like that because they don't take care of their bodies. They take better care of their muscle cars, their engines, than their bodies. It's so funny. It cracks me up. Most of the time, I'm losing my hearing though, which is kind of a good thing, because most people I could just their white noise, I could just tune them out. Just, because in my mind, because I don't want to put their junk data into my head. So I just tune people out. Right? So I don't want to do what they do. Because there's too much work to be done. You see, where was that? San Antonio, where there's a big gap? Like, I got my sinkhole stories. It's just a part of life. Part of life is living life, and part of living life is crappy infrastructure from dudes that got paid 6 figures in their own trucks, and instead of out there doing the work to keep the infrastructure solid, they were taking naps under a shade tree. And so there's infrastructure all over we have the resources to be the greatest country in the nation, and America chooses to waste it on butt stuff and parades and things like what do they do? Like Valentine's Day, they do stupid shit like that, and Easter and St. Patrick's Day and Christmas, and just dumb stuff where they just these Hallmark holidays where people put so much money and effort into pretending like they care, and they don't. They just market it off the list of things that people act like they do when they care. So weird. But we're official recluses now, huh, Mom? Moving on. We're official old ladies. Mom went for a drive yesterday, though, huh? That was kind of nice. Mom likes to go for drives. Want some water? She likes to get fresh air. But it's so dangerous because you got all these people without emotional control in Taos, and they're just racing around wreaking havoc. It's really rude. Is that what they're taught? Are they taught to drive like assholes here? Or are they taught to be good law-abiding individuals, and then they all go rogue and then end up driving like assholes? Which is it? Please tell me. I want to know. I bet it's both. That's all right. They're going to learn. There's so many people selling their big stupid trucks right now because they don't want to be, the parents don't want to be liable. They know that what their kids are. They're like, nope. Nope, we're not gonna ruin our lives because you got the zoomies inside. Huh? You getting hungry, Mom? What do you want for dinner? You want asparagus and some salmon? You like the salmon a lot, huh, Mom? We're not poor no more, Mom. We always have exactly what we need right when we need it. As long as I don't go out being like the silly people wasting money on stupid frivolous things, that whenever I swipe my card, we get whatever we need. And to get good food, like I don't know what we've been eating the last, I don't know how long, I guess since 10 years. 10 years. That's when we moved from Omaha to Salem. And then, I just have always had a hard time with food. And Mom always just eats the same thing. It just has been in the last 5 years that our menu has extended to salmon and more healthy proteins and fats and less beef. But I did get a cut of this beef today that is so good. I only got a pound. It's like $17.99 a pound. And I got 2 pounds last time. It was like $40. It was over 2 pounds. And it took me like 4. I was eating this every day for breakfast. It's what I think they make the like when they smoke the meat and put it in the to-go containers at Sid's. It's that. It has the most wonderful marbling in it.
That's nice.
What is it? You're not going to find this at Albertsons or Smith's. Hanging tenders. That's what it is. Hanging tenders. And you just, oh my God, it's decadent. But I can't, that's like the most decadent food I can eat. I can't do weird stuff. I'm not one of those that can do blind taste tests. I have to know what I'm eating. You know, because people do weird stuff and they think it's funny when they have you eat food that's disgusting. Like that Fear Factor stuff. Like, no, I don't want to eat bugs. I want to eat, no. People are they play too much. They get into weird stuff. I'm not okay with that. So I don't do what they do. We don't do what they do, huh, Mom? Stanley, I still have a concussion. I still have a concussion, Stanley. How long does it take for a knot to go away on your head? It's been like 2 weeks now. I didn't crack my skull. I hit square on the door. Square. Like the door. I saw the past, present, and future all at the same time. No, it wasn't. It hurt real bad. Even Mom looked at me and was like, because Mom don't always have the right words. She don't remember the right words no more like I do. I don't. You like this? Stanley loves this food. If you got a cat, my cat loves this stuff. It's the After Dark. Chicken recipe and broth. He said, I'm in a mood. Giving it to me now. Things that I love about Taos, the sun, the sky. Every place I go, the skies are pretty cool. You know? And there are a lot of really nice people here. There are a lot of nice people here. So you take nature and then the handful of nice people here.
That's nice.
And then you got the revolving door people. They're the ones that I'm just like, why are you here? Like, you're just here to take up space. I could already be home if all you people didn't come from fucking parts far and wide to come crapping toilets in Taos. Just because why? Easy Rider? Is that why? Why do people come to Taos? Is because Julia Roberts lived here 20 years? Taos is no better off because Julia Roberts raised her Nepo kids here. Nepotism. These kids, you know, my parents made me go to rehab at 14. They forced me. Dude, you are a rich person that never had to need nothing in life. You don't have big problems. False idols for profits, they need to be quiet. They don't have real problems. When you sell your soul, that's not a real problem. When football, basketball, all these people that sell their soul go on the internet and they go, oh God, now I'm scared because they're going to come and collect. No, you don't get sympathy and sorry. Because you gotta always be that hard, tough bitch like you were when you stood up and sold your soul to begin with. So don't be a little bitch now. Soul sellers. All you have to do is just be the little person God made you. Don't cause no harm. Don't do no butt stuff. Don't kill nobody. Don't murder nobody. Don't rape nobody. Don't pillage nobody. Don't lie. Don't cheat. Don't steal. You know, if you're involved in a relationship, it was somebody else, and if it's more than monogamy, then you gotta freaking deal with the bugs and critters that come with that too. You just take the lumps you get with the choices you make in life. That's what I was always told.
Yeah.
The choices I made.
You made good choices.
Mom's happy. That's the only thing that matters to me. So I go out and I clown people, and they get so, oh God, oh no, not this bitch. Oh my God, they hate me out there. They do, they hate me. People hate me. Some people like me. Most people, oh my God, because they hate themselves. Because I used to be like that. I used to see joyful people and resent them. I used to, like, shut up. Your happiness is stupid. Like, turn it down. Like, I used to be like that. And now, anybody that's happy on planet Earth, good for you. Everybody deserves to be happy. People aren't happy on this planet. They're not happy. I don't go out in the world. I don't see happy people. I see angry people that feel powerless, and so they act out in ways that are silly and foolish because that's what they choose to do with the power that they have, is to act out and cause harm. And they have to remind me all the time that I don't want to be, because I get caught up. I get so caught up. I make bad choices. I don't, that's why I'm so adamant about telling people my mistakes on the internet, so that way they don't gotta make the same mistakes I made. They can go out and make all their own new ones, so don't make mine. I see all the same people making the same mistakes. They're in different bodies, but they drive different cars, and they're different heights, and they're different colors. They're different shades of all kinds of colors, and I don't care about ethnicities and nationalism. I don't care about that. I care about what people do with who they are. And when people cause harm and hurt people and hinder people, there's karma that comes with that. And a lot of innocent people will be collateral damage, and it's not ever going to be who he thinks it is. I think one of the worst things that could ever happen to a parent is watching them lose a child. And you don't even have to lose a child and have them die in that sense, but you can have an idea and see who this little kid is when they're young, and then you see the potential of what they could be as they get older and all the good that they could do in the world. Because isn't that what children are? Isn't that just what children are? They're just all the good parts of two people that come together in love in every circumstance. You know, every child born to planet Earth is all out of love. It's never out of anything else. And then they create this bundle of joy, and then this bundle of joy just grows up in the most secure, safe, nurturing, loving environment. And then it goes out into school, and it learns everything it can, and it wants to be obedient because it just wants to make mom and dad happy. And how many people, how many people hate their kids in America? How many kids hate their parents in America? Because they hate themselves. You can't love other people unless you love yourself. I went through that bullshit the first 30 years of my life. That's what I learned when I was on Crete, is that it doesn't matter where I am, there I go, and people are going to be assholes to me, and I can just still keep my character. And that's when I learned America was a lie. Then I got to come back here, and people have parades for America, the big fat liar, saying that somebody out there is is threatening our freedom and democracy when they're just two stupid words. Because how many Americans are rotting on the street? How many freaking, did this stay up kid on TikTok? He is the most hustling. He can't see. He's like sight impaired. He has an electric scooter. People keep buying him so he can get around. And he is just he is just moving all the time just so he can keep, because I know that you can't sit still, because in that moment you could be up doing something that could be the thing that is gonna crack your fortune wide open. So I know what it's like. I mean, there's been times that me and Mom, I didn't know where we were going to live, and I got to move soon, and I don't know where we're going to go. And I would just, me and God, it's always just been me and God. Driving around going, I'm just like, where would, like, this part doesn't suck over here, like maybe we could find a place over, and then we find a place over here. Like, that's how my whole life has been, is seconds and inches. I was talking to the lady at the flower shop the other day. She's been dealing with housing insecurity about as long as I have, and she's a single mom. And her kid was in high school and is still wants to do what all his buddies are doing and stuff like that. But you got to worry about where you're going to live. And you got to always save money, because you don't know when you're going to have first, last deposit, whatever asshole Martinez wants you to have, so you can pay 4, 5, 6 times what their piece of shit trailer's worth. And so she finally got a place, and I was like, and she was explaining to me, and she sounds like me because she's an Aries. I think she's April 16th. I think she's 3rd decan. I'm 2nd. And she's talking about, I said, isn't that such a remarkable thing, though? I said, isn't that funny how, because she was talking about, like, her rational mind was under duress, like, this is scary, like, what are we going to do? But her heart space always knew that she was going to be okay, right? Like, and I said, that's how we got here to Taos, New Mexico from Salem, Oregon, because we got here by way of Flagstaff. And I knew, like, we were going to end up in Flagstaff, because the day the agreement was made, Mercury had gone into retrograde. And those are times that you step into things. Those are the times that you step into things that are going to launch you into a different propulsion, timeline, whatever. Taos timeline, it's stepping up, but when I first got here in 2020, it was like living in 1993 is the equivalency of like that mentality. Yeah. And it has like a big old tire now, and a Harbor Freight, and a Whataburger that I will never eat at again because they did Byron dirty. Fuck Whataburger. Dude, when people aren't supposed to talk about their faith in God, then who doesn't want that to happen? The demons of the earth? The demonic at Whataburger? Firing little Byron for making his little TikTok videos? It's just rude. They're gonna get, like, he has just don't give them death threats, guys. Just don't threaten their, like, you don't threaten anybody's life. That's just bizarre behavior. People are just getting so unhinged. We living in Babylon, Ma. You need Kleenex, Ma? Here. Blow. 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 You do it. I can't blow your nose. You gotta hold it. But things are changing.
It's changing.
Things are changing, Mom. The world ain't gonna change until people start changing their heart space. Until they start living from their heart, and less from a fearful place. That's what all these hitos with the zoomies are. It's like, what are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? Why do you drive like that? Did I used to drive like that because I was afraid of stuff? No, I was trying to prove. I was like a little machismo. Got something to prove. I had like Napoleon Short Man's complex in a woman's body. How funny, huh? That's how I see it in other people. That's why I just like, no, after you. You first, princess. After you. Because I used to have that, be first, be first, be first. It's called ego. Ego's easing God out. I don't like, though, when I'll let somebody into traffic and then like 8 people think they can go. I'm like, no, now you're making me a bitch, and I'm not that. So stop. Now you gotta wait. Now it's somebody else's turn to wait because I don't want to wait anymore. Fair is fair. Got too many people stacking the deck. And look at all the people that are gonna get their karmic retribution just from in New Mexico from their being friends and family to Epstein. There's gonna be more and more stuff. I'm so excited for people to be terribly, terribly embarrassed. I used to not be able to like it when I did like when people got embarrassed. Like even the bad guy. Even if the bad guy got what he deserved, it made me uncomfortable. Like my heart got soft for. But there's so many fucking creeps in America that the whole world because they're not going to get any more punishment besides the world knowing wherever that they go and wherever they travel, they will always be known as just a really creepy person, just another creep, just not being a good person. Every like all these people in DC, all these people in Hollywood pretending like they care, and they have no soul. They have no soul because when they signed that contract, they signed their souls away. Because they stopped doing those good things that mommy and daddy always wanted them to do. They just became salesmen for Corp USA.